Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skills. Today we are going to play with the almighty type 68, not even 69. I know, kind of sad, but hey, that's what we have. It is a tier 9 Japanese heavy tank. We have a new Japanese line into the game if it happened to be that you are watching the video after a long time of absence, and pretty much we are covering the higher tiers now, and soon lower tiers will come to the extra as well. Anyways, that's not the point. The point being is I played some games with this tank. I played from completely stock configuration, right? I figured out how the tank is looking like, and now we can talk about it and we can play some games. But before that, let's check out the armor. Armor of the tank is far away from being ideal. I can guarantee you that. Armor isn't ideal of this tank. Especially, it depends on the angle. As an example, if it happened to be that someone is taller than you are, well, then you are in quite a bit of the... you are in the trouble, okay? Just to say that straight. And if it happened to be that someone is using 340 hits, ay, Dios míos. Pretty much you can get penetrated anywhere into the frontal mantlet, into the side, into the neck. Doesn't matter what kind of angle you are going to have. Pretty much you are going to be a butter, right? So you do not want to fight against the tanks which has a great penetration. So if you see phase 1, you say, ow, 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 ow. If you are playing against the lower tiers, then it is okay. Looking into our configuration is stop. We lately finished grinding it, so let's test this vehicle out on the battlefield, shall we? Fingers crossed for the best of luck. Thank you for crossing fingers. I appreciate you, tier 7 matchmaking. Excellent. Okay, let's talk this tank. This tank has two mechanics combined into one. I know that's quite weird, but this is how the things are looking like, right? So first of all, let's start from the gun. The gun has 400 alpha damage, 250 millimeters of penetration, and if you are willing to shoot the gold, you have a bit more shell velocity and a bit more penetration, and high explosive 60 millimeters of penetration as well, so nothing too crazy. What is crazy about this tank that it has two mechanics combined. As an example, every and each of you know how STB looks like. Whenever you are going slower, you have more gun depression. So it's the same situation for this tank, nothing unusual, nothing too crazy, this is how it goes, right? But it has a different mechanic as well. After you fired your gun, some seconds after, right, you are getting more accuracy. This is very handy, and this is very useful overall. Let's say it happened to be that you are playing in Kempinovka and there is nothing to see for quite some time, but then after whatever 10-15 seconds after you finish reloading, you can see that your gun is significantly more accurate, which is very nice mechanic, to be completely honest with you. I do not purely rely on that, if you know what I mean, but it's very nice to have. Overall gun of this tank is solid banana out of 10. I would never complain about the gun of this vehicle. I would never cry about it. It is truly very nice, fellas. I really want to highlight this. But the biggest mistake what people are doing with it, they are being too aggressive. Skill, what do you mean? How you can be too aggressive? Well, it's quite straightforward. You are just overestimating your powers. You want to go aggressively in front, and after that you are regretting your life choices just because enemies are shredding you like hot knife through the butter. Because honestly, on the open field, the armor is far away from being ideal, you know? And I think this is very important thing to highlight. Truly, it truly is. So yeah, please keep this in mind whenever you are playing this tank. Either you sit hold down and still you are cherry picking the enemies you are going to play against, because obviously you do not want to play against the very super powerful tanks, right? I believe that's straightforward. But in the same time, you want to get involved depending on matchmaking. As an example, matchmaking like this, come on. I mean, we need to get involved to a certain extent. We need to figure out what is the proper way for us to play this game, right? Meanwhile, what we are going to do here, we are going to simply damage this structure here, right? And we want to slap the enemies left, right, and center. That's what we want to do. Here we go. Beautiful. Excellent. As you can see, We are getting a free shot and we are very satisfied with all of this. And now all we need to do, we need to make pressure. I'm not thinking about anything else. Now, this is the point for us to say, yep, it's time to go, buddy. It's time to go. Just push in front like you never pushed before and just try to farm as much free damage as you physically and possibly can, because this is literally the situation at the moment. I'm not going to stop for a moment. I'm going to hit him in the side just like so. And I am going to go in front like this, you know, as you can see. I am just relocating closer towards the enemy team while getting a bit of the assisting damage and while just simply slapping them in the face. This is exactly how we want to play the game, and this is exactly how we want to perform here. This game is going to be 4,000 to 5,000 combined. At least that's what I want to believe, but in the same time we need to keep in mind that our tank has a humongous advantage just because we are playing against the lower tier tanks, right? And having advantage is all the time nice. It is very, very, very good. Okay, I am just waiting here for a second. Beautiful. Borat is making a mistake. That sounds like his problem, right? And now we can try to find a decent angle to slap the Mr. Gusor. I don't really think I'm going to wait until I will get a more accurate gun, and that is completely fine. Now all we need to do, we need to make pressure like this, and we should find the IS-6 sitting somewhere around the corner, right? Hopefully. So we will fix our game by getting a lot of assisting damage. This is exactly what we are looking for, right? And as you can see, Mr. IS-6 is over there. We are trying to make some kind of angle, but this is the highlight of the armor of this vehicle, fellas. Armor of this tank is far away from being ideal, fellas. I really want to highlight this. Luckily, this IS-6 is a bit of the tourist, and I very much appreciate our local tourists, and I think you should appreciate them too, right? Whenever a gentleman doesn't know what he is doing, that is very much appreciated, and that is very nice. Beautiful. Very, very, very good performance. First game was fine. Maybe I could have been a bit more aggressive, but overall I am feeling alright with my performance. Good. Meanwhile, we are back with 4,800 damage, 500 assisting damage, solid high caliber Confederate second class as well, which is very much appreciated. Thank you very much. We are second by experience. We are first by the damage by quite a margin, although it was my game. I was a top tier, so we cannot act surprised about this. And we got 121,000 profits, which is just great. Let's go for round number 2. Okay, beautiful. What do we have? Siegfried Line standard battle tier 10 matchmaking. Definitely not as good situation as we had before, but I think we can make it work, and I think we are going to be successful. So the first things first, we figured this out that playing hold down with this tank is the finest case scenario, and this is the best thing what we can do. So that's what we are going to try to achieve in this game. I personally do not really like this side from this map, to be completely honest with you. So that basically means I'm not going to be too aggressive at first. At first we are just taking the typical position over there, and we are trying to punish enemy forces straight in the face. That's all we are doing here. Meanwhile, what we figured out that the gentleman hit our cupola like there is no tomorrow, and I can cry about it at the moment, right? Also, what we figured out that 140 is shooting hits. I can tell you one thing, that isn't good, you know? This is not exactly what I'm looking for, because 140 has 330mm of penetration, and we just figured out that the armor of this tank is far away from being ideal. So we need to keep our pressure and our performance moderate, you know? We do not want to sacrifice our health and our hit points for free, right? Meanwhile, we can see that enemy CS59 is coming closer, plus on top of that Rhino might try to make quite a bit of pressure as well. Actually, Rhino isn't here. That is a good stuff. Yip yip hooray. I am just keeping those gentlemen spotted, and in fact, I really do not like how the things are looking like here, right? So I would love to escape from here, and I think this is exactly what I'm going to do at the moment. I do not want to play here anymore. Skill, why you do not want to play here anymore? Because I simply do not really have any support whatsoever. And if I feel like I am threatened in this situation, if enemies would make a bit of pressure, and believe me, it's a matter of the time whenever they will do that, it's going to be game over. So instead of playing hold down in this position, we are just relocating towards a bit safer defense parameter. That's what we are going to do in this situation, right? It's not yet clear our team is winning the game or our team is losing the game, but what is clear, we do not have a city. Okay? I believe you would agree with me that our team simply doesn't have the city yet. And now our goal would be to get a very, very nice angle and to start punishing guys who are trying to be aggressive this way, right? That's what I would love to see. Meanwhile, as you can see, the CS is making a mistake, and I love mistakes. Mistakes are absolutely glorious, and mistakes is what we are living on, right? So this gentleman, he is doomed. Okay, very, very nice. Now we have brother from other mother, who is pretty much made out of paper, although I managed to miss the shot. Hashtag never lucky, but that is okay. And now situation looks significantly better. Our team is making pressure through the field like this. Hopefully our team will eliminate this TVP. And if our team will eliminate this TVP, we are chilling and we are having the time of our lives, fellas. This is what I would love to see, right? Meanwhile, Mr. Tortoise is getting spotted here. I'm going to take a second to aim towards him, and obviously since we took only second, we managed to miss the shot, but that is all right. I'm going for another one. Not ideal aim from my side, but I cannot complain about this since I am the one who made it happen this way, right? Good. Okay, now I am considering my life choices about getting a bit more aggressive over there. I kind of want to slap the Rhino type, or maybe Almighty Jack Pizda, or maybe this type 68. Doesn't really matter, right? We want to slap them somehow. We want to slap them somehow. Beautiful, very, very nice. This is what we are looking for. This is what we need. The next gentleman who will get slapped is going to be this Rhino. Unfortunately, not the greatest shot from my side, but you know, I cannot complain for being a silly goose because that is on me. Meanwhile, we have the Mr. Type 61 who is politely saying, skill, do you want to slap me? And I'm saying, say no more, I will slap you with a big smile on my face. Meanwhile, Almighty Jack Pizda trying to hit his cupola, unfortunately missing the shot. Yeah, kind of unfortunate. That's okay, we got this. Meanwhile, we should have a lower plate shot over there. Beautiful lower plate shot. Pay attention that whenever I am a bottom tier, I simply made a decision to go ham with a gold ammunition here. And yet still, we are not penetrating the shots so easily, right? And I believe this is completely normal. I believe this is how it should go. What do I mean by saying this? I mean, obviously, I do not want to bounce the shots, you know? This is not my intention, obviously. But sometimes it happens. And especially whenever you do not really have hits. So this game, yikes. Where the score goes, it's far away from being ideal. Trying to aim, beautiful. Luckily, we are hitting our shot. That's exactly what we want to see. Now we are going to slap the living crap out of our brother from other mother. And I think in the end of the day, we are pretty successful over there, so we cannot complain that much, right? I would say we are pretty successful. I mean, it's not ideal. It's not the best game I ever had for sure. But we are going to be fine. Meanwhile, we are taking our time to aim to Almighty Jack Pizda. Unfortunately, we bounced the shot, which is very, very sad, but hey, what can you do? Hopefully, we can hit his cupola now. Okay, we are done. This pressure and overall display was kind of a golden play. I don't really think I needed that much of APCRs, but I made a decision to go full APCR mode. I felt like my aim was kind of lackluster, even though my decisions in the game was okay. I think I retreated at the time because otherwise I would have been dead, because I simply had no support whatsoever. So I did some damage from the longer range, and in the end of the day we are okay, you know. Once again, we cannot complain about this. Look at this beauty. 4,200 damage, 300 assisting damage. We are first by experience. We are first by the damage in the tier 10 matchmaking. That's great. And here you go. The bill is coming. 51,000 minus with a premium account. Yep, that's the price which I need to pay for shooting so much gold. And last but not least, we have Karelia standard battle. I'm not that big of the fan of Karelia, to be completely honest with you, but we will try to do our best. Skill, what are you doing? Stretching my wings, fellas. I am about to fly with the Type 68, but some stretching is required. Meanwhile, I think we are going to go into the heavy line. I was considering not to, but I made a decision to go for a heavy line. Why the heck not? So first things first, I believe we are going to take the safer position over there, and if I see that we can afford to go aggressively, we are going to cross like this. Why am I not making a decision to instantly go and cross through this lane? Because I'm afraid that enemy medium tanks and whatnot, they are going to go up, and then I will be stuck in this shithole. And I really do not want to be stuck over there, even though, you know, it's high risk, high reward and whatnot. Sometimes this high risk, high reward, you are paying so much tax for it, it's not even funny, right? This is how I look into all of this. And now we have the double penetrator. Unfortunately, we missed our shot, but that's okay. And please pay attention at how our reticle is getting smaller, right? That is absolutely amazing, and that is absolutely glorious. You see how reticle is getting smaller? That's great, honestly. That is very, very good. Now, this T10 will figure out one unfortunate thing in a moment, that Artas are part of the game. And what that means whenever Artas are part of the game, well, that means that playing hold down position is not necessarily going to save his sorry butt, you know? This is how it looks like. Also, we can slap him in the forehead without bigger problems whatsoever. And whenever we are aiming to the weak spots, like, you know, cupolas and whatnot, via moderate distance, we can always use the better mode, or I suppose to say, we can make the gun more accurate, which is very much appreciated. Plus, on top of that, I kind of want to flank them over there. This is what I'm thinking, and in fact I'm going to go for it. I was considering my life choices to play here, but I do not really think this is the best idea for us, because I'm kind of stuck. And if I will try to get involved, all of those guys, all of the sniper schnitzels, Artas, the same T10, all of them can slap me. So I really do not want to do that. Instead of doing this, we are going to attempt to flank them via the side, and I think this is going to be a significantly better situation for us. Obviously, I'm very well aware of the light tank playing in the middle over there, okay? You know that, and I know that that light tank is sitting somewhere around this area. And this is kind of annoying, but we are going to be alright. Meanwhile, I missed extremely disgusting shot to the Leopata, which is kind of sad. But hey, that's World of Tanks, and RNG is the thing, right? So we need to accept this. Meanwhile, Jet Panther slapped me in the face, and the Turtle is sniping from the back as well. Definitely not ideal situation. I think I paid way too much to get into this position overall, to be fair with you. And now I'm kind of regretting my life choices, but hey, what can you do? Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made, fellas. Now, I am thinking, oh, am I thinking? Let me think about this, fellas. What is the next step for us? I don't think this position is horrible where we are sitting at, right? I do not want to be. I do not want to believe that we are sitting badly here. I think we are sitting all right. All we need to do, we need to be very, very patient in this situation, and we are going to be fine. Also, there is a chance that Jet Panther is sniping from somewhere around this area as well. And double penetrator is hitting me from here. Huh, interesting. Okay. Too aggressive. Too aggressive. Maybe better choice would have been to secure the Bravo 2 position. But now, it is not the time to cry about my decisions. It is about the time to make the tank work. I'm aware of that light tank sitting somewhere in the middle, okay? I am very, very well aware of that. You do not need to say absolutely anything for me. Also, I have a feeling that there is a tiny possibility that I'm all the time spotted. I caught you, you little bitch. Oh, that was good. Outplayed you, mother trucker. Outplayed. I read you like open booklet. Oh, that was good. That was a solid blind shot. I had a feeling that I was spotted all the time, and since I was spotted all the time, I thought the light tank is a bit more aggressive and he's playing somewhere around this area. And it happened to be that I literally pinpointed his position. Mwah! I'm proud of this one. That was a good read of the light tank, and we slapped him like there is no tomorrow. Very, 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 very solid performance. I'm super happy about this. I truly am. Very nice. Okay. What do we want to do now? Oh, Mr. Turtle, how are you doing? Are you traveling around the game? I can see that. Enjoy your journey. Have a good ride. Nice. The next step for us will be to go up like this. But before going up like this, I still want to slap the living crap out of this Jet Panther who is sitting around this area. At least that's what I want to believe, okay? I truly want to believe that Jet Panther is sniping from somewhere over there. Maybe he's a bit higher up, also could be possibility, but I'm not sure do I want to... Soon we are going to figure out exactly where he is. I'm trying to play hold down over there. Good. I mean, I doubt he's sitting here, right? Yeah, it definitely doesn't look like it is the case. I mean, there is still one position where he could be, and that position is right there, you know? There is a very, very nice bush from where tank destroyers loves to snipe. But once again, this is pretty much shot in the dark, you know? This is pretty much shot in the dark. Okay, finally, our light tank is arriving to position, and our light tank will spot this Jet Panther. This is exactly what we want to see, fellas. I'm just trying to go for a blind shot towards this gentleman over there, and unfortunately we are kind of losing our game. And not kind of, but losing the game to the fullest. Okay, it is about the time to defend the heavy line. I'm struggling in this game. This is a pure struggle, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, not gonna lie. It's far away from being ideal where the game goes. It's far away from me making the perfect decisions in the game, right? But nevertheless, we are going to fight for our life. We are going to fight for our team score. And we are going to slap this motion in approximately 7 seconds. How about that? I call it. 7 seconds. I have a feeling that he is making pressure anyways. Indeed he does. Hopefully I will survive. Indeed I will. He just missed the shot. That being said, he is sitting in the deep, deep, deep kaku hole, and we are eliminating him from the game. Excellent. What is the next step which we want to do? Tian Hash, I don't really think Tian Hash is having too much of the hit points. I think he should be down to fartable or exactly fartable, so 400 hit points-ish, you know? So what we can do, we can attempt to say hello for him by making a bit of pressure like this. Okay, 200 hit points, that's ideal. This is exactly what I want to see, fellas. This is exactly what I want to see. Plus, on top of that, I think he's on the reload at the moment. At least he should be on the reload. There is a chance he is coming right at me. But once again, I do not really mind. All we need to do, we need to use our brain, and we are going to be completely fine. Where are you sitting, Mr. TNH? He went lower. Nope, he's sitting right there. He's sniping from the back. Good, we eliminated him from the game. Great. How about this tank destroyer now? Okay, this is the question. How to deal with this tank destroyer? I have no doubts whatsoever that he should be the brave one, and he should say, yeah, let's try to make pressure. He isn't a brave one. And he's eliminating our guy right there. Okay, cover 4. We will take our time to aim fully. We got a very beautiful angle. 5 seconds to go, and we are going to eliminate him from the game. Obviously, we are paying humongous attention what is happening. And unfortunately, I dinged the last shot, which is kind of sad, but there is nothing what we can do about this. And now the situation is straightforward. Vaza will make pressure. He doesn't really have any other alternative option, right? But the question is, can I slap him or I cannot? No, I cannot. It's okay. That's to be expected, and that's fair. I misplayed this game quite a bit. It wasn't ideal played by me, and you know, sometimes I can misplay the game as well. I think the play in the middle was fine, but in the same time I took way too long to punish this light tank who was sitting in the middle. I think that was the worst part, or the longest part for us, because I was spotted all the time by him. Either way, no complaints, no regrets. Let's see the score. And we are back with a 3.9 thousand damage. I am feeling great that we slapped this light tank. I'm truly feeling very, very good about this. A bit of assisting damage as well, and I wish I would have slapped this light tank a bit earlier, but it is how it is. Nevertheless, we finished second by experience, second by the damage, and we got ourselves minus 22,000 credits because I fired quite a bit of the gold rounds. Now, where the session goes. I played for 4.2 thousand average damage and 400 assisting damage. I truly think that I made this tank work, and I think I figured out how to play with this tank. Well, I am using a lot of gold ammunition for sure while I'm playing with this tank, right? But other than that, it is a pleasure and it is a great time, honestly speaking. I do not mind any of the Japan tier 10, Tech 3 tanks. Well, I haven't played with a tier 10 yet, but tier 10 will show what it can offer. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.